Maybe later.
Maybe.
Okay, so that was a pretty good introduction to October Schwartz. But why don't you tell us about the 5 dead kids she befriended?
Okay, so she befriends 5 dead kids, and they're each from a different era in Canadian history. So there's the dead United Empire Loyalist, there's a dead girl who came to Canada via the Underground Railroad, and there's a dead quintuplet. And so like, each of them are representative of a different era in history, and they all have their own, quirks.
And how did you choose the specific eras? Like, what attracted you to the United Empire Loyalists?
I just thought, the eras it chose gave a really good range of, Canada throughout. So, Empire Loyalists are sort of earlier in the European settlement of Canada. The Underground Railroad, I think, is a really interesting part of Canadian history, and its ties with the American, the American country that I'm from. And I thought the quintuplet, you could sort of show, the post-war. I thought they just represented different eras really well. So.
I felt really bad for Kobe being of the second quintuplet.
Yeah, these are not the Dion quintuplets. He's part of the second ever born quintuplets who are not as popular. And they have the Dion quintuplets had a pretty rough ride, but his and his brothers are even rougher.
I think he had a little bit of a grudge, though.
Yeah, he's bitter.
Anyway, so he's bitter, he's dead.
Yeah.
What struck me really interesting with these books were the arbitrary dead kid rules that they had. What were they, and how did you come up with them?
Oh, so there are a whole list of, I feel like I've forgotten them. No,
we have
yeah, so the dead kid rules, I actually highlighted them, hold on. Because there are a lot of them.
Oh, okay, thanks.
So dead kids are invisible to almost all living people, except those people who have had someone close to them die under sudden or mysterious circumstances. Dead kids can become tangible or intangible at will, so they can pass through walls if they want to. Equally, they can knock over antique vases by accident if they're so inclined. Mortality, since the dead kids are already dead, they can harm each other and themselves with no pain or lasting consequences, like Tom and Jerry. Time, the dead kid's existence only lasts a calendar month after being raised. After that, the ghosts disappear, and they only appear in the evenings as soon as it's dark. They can touch living people, like nudge them or shake their hands, but they cannot knowingly harm them, I guess, like robots. So some Asimov rules for all you sci-fi nerds. And the dead kids will remain ghostly corpses until they somehow find justice for their horrible, horrible deaths. And so, I felt it was important to set these rules early on instead of it seeming like I was making it up as I went along, because I always intended them to be intangible but also tangible, and unless you sort of make up these rules early on, people will think you're just screwing with them. So, yeah, I couldn't set them really up.